like rocket fuel.
On a chilly December afternoon, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. The enthusiasm of this Cincinnati crowd in full effect a moment ago as their Bengals took the field to the delight of this sold-out crowd. And they're all set as they'll match up with the New York Jets. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Right here. Watch tight end. Tight right. Even. 4 down. Even.
On first down, Darnold. Flushed out right. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually, a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They'll run here with a former Steeler. This is Le'Veon Bell. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Sean Williams that time in on the stop. And they'll look to avoid an early 3-and-out here on 3rd and 4. Oh, and the hard count might have got him. This might be a first down. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
So forget the 3-and-out. The penalty makes this 1st and 10. After the penalty, it's Bell. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Here's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards there, a first down. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Out of the shotgun, it's Bell. He doesn't find a ton of space following the display of quick feet down just inside the 45. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6 at the 44-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. To throw is Darnold. They go with a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. Not able to get a single yard there, and it'll bring up third down. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's what a first down marker is here on third. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And a throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And a gain of about 4 here moves this from the 6 up to the 10.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Dalton here from the gun. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here. A safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away, because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Darnold from the gun. That's complete. It's Bell. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. Where we just saw shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Not the result they were looking for there on 3rd down. They end up taking a loss on the play. The only person happy now, the punter, gets to go out there and show Mom that he gets to play in the game.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And a safety the last go-around. That's how we arrived at this 2-0 score. See if they can respond.
Such an oddity, isn't it? See those 2 points go up on the board, knowing
Looks like
that
soccer.
Exactly. And knowing that you did it to give those points up for your team. Now they're just looking to get back out on the field and make up for it.
And that is incomplete. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. But now it's 3rd down.
They always say that real estate is about location. Well, guess what? When it's a slant route, the quick ones, timing. Got to be able to lead your man with the football.
And the timing off right there, threw it behind him. He's got his man, Boyd. And they work this well upfield across the 45. They give them 27 yards on the third down conversion.
44. There you go.
Dalton with a give here to Mixon. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. On first down, Bernard. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. And Dalton to throw. Throw left side, complete to Ross. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. You know, the best game of quarterback Andy Dalton's career arguably came against these Jets. He threw 5 touchdown passes and a 49-9 shellacking of Gang Green back in 2013. This throw caught right around the 6. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. From 21 yards away, and the Bengals have taken the lead. Bullock good on the extra point, and the lead is up to 5. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown.
The Jets take over first down.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
He finds his target. It's Crowder. 23 yards, the final tally. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys in plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Back to throw, Darnold. A screen to Bell. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Bell. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. The first carry here for Ty Montgomery. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. The Jets with the football here to start the second quarter. They're on the march, but facing a 3rd down here. Here's Darnold. Finds his target. It's Bellamy. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down. And he went in route there from the slot for the completion.
Love how he runs his routes because it's all setting up your defender. Give him a little something one way, take it the other way. Head and shoulder fake. Sometimes you make one step to the outside, then break it inside. Really well-run route.
First red zone opportunity now for the Jets. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. Being chased out left. And this is going to be incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They'll go back to the ground with Bell. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
I know every time we watch Le'Veon Bell play, we think about him making people miss, the hesitation move. But you remember he came out of Michigan State as a bruiser and a thumper, and he still has those capabilities.
At 225 pounds, an underrated part of his game. Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. Now Bell. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. And that gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Touchdown, New York. Sam Darnold, touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Jets are going to retake the lead. Extra point good by Catanzaro. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
At the 26-yard line.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Intended for Tyler Boyd.
While we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore, I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, there in coverage.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up second down.
At the 22-yard line.
Hey, 50, Mike 50, Mike 50. Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home.
On the counter, here's Bell. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 30 big ones. The Jets were 26th in rushing in the NFL last year. That's a big reason they went and signed Bell back on March 13th. And plays like that give them optimism that they can move up the pecking order in the NFL rushing ranks. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up first and 10. And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. The shotgun snap for Darnold. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Geno Atkins in there for sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. Darnold and the Jets come up 3rd and long following the sack. 3rd and long, it's Darnold. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
Off the play fake to Mixon. This is Dalton. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Boyd. And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Andy Dalton now 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a first down. Dalton gives to Bernard. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch the run, watch the run.
Check, check. Lucky, lucky, lucky. Sponge, sponge.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Mixon. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
A couple of first downs, has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. To throw here, Dalton. Throw left side complete. That's Ross. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. From midfield here, Dalton. Eifert over the middle. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 21. Nice completion there for Andy Dalton. Charles, you worked some of his games when he was at TCU. Now you've worked his games in the NFL. What progression have you seen?
I've seen a guy who took over as a freshman in college and got better and better each year. Always added a little bit more to his game, got stronger. But the best part about him is he's always been accurate.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
Here we go, D, get off the field.
They'll run Anderson. And he will take it out in for a Bengals touchdown. Rodney Anderson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals are once again going to retake the lead. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And the lead is up to 5. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This will be taken very short. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Q26, Q26.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On 2nd and 12, Darnold. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, we've seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. He's going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. Now it's Darnold. Buying time to his left. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Now as we look down, it appears we've got a Jet shaken up on the play. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. On 2nd down, it's Bell. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down. Now after the run by Bell, here's another 1st and 10. Now it's the backup Simeon. Caught here by Bell. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make it a second down.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 9-yard line.
Here we go. 60 outlaw. Get that quarterback. There we go. Get
Out of the pistol, it's Bell. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened-up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And some room to roam now. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Joe Mixon in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bengals strike quickly here for 6 points. Bullock good on the extra point, and that makes this a 9-point game. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. So we come upon halftime with 9 points separating these two teams. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace, because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Good yardage after the catch, as that play good for 30 and a first. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun to give to Mixon. And an alley to run. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
3, 368.
Out of the gun, it's Dalton. His throw caught at about the 5. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Give him 30 yards there.
Pilot, 64, win.
They'll give it to Mixon. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score one touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got one, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Here's a run with Mixon, and he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead. Dalton, and this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Ready up. Protein spill. Hey, Delta. Now.
On first down, it's Simeon. Hooking up over the middle with Herndon. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That's good for 28 yards.
First down.
Set, ready. 90 Wolf.
Let's go, defense.
And ready. Let's go.
From the shotgun, it's a give to Bell. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Bell, of course, 3-time 1,000-yard rusher. Sat out 2018, but you look back to 2017, a tick under 1,300 yards and almost 700 more receiving. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Recon.
Again, it's Bell. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Now a first down throw, Simeon. On the catch, it's Crowder. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. 3
Back to the ground, this time with Bell. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's second and 11.
218, chopper.
They'll try the air now with Simeon. This will be caught at about the 6. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 11 yards there, first down.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Le'Veon Bell with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Jets are able to close the gap just a bit. Extra point up and good by Catanzaro. And that will get him one closer. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails, because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
And now the throw honed in by Green. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have them set up with a first and goal right at about the 6-yard line. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free. Anything you can do to slow them down.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's second and goal now. They'll try again with Bell. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Got it.
So they're back at the 7 now for third and goal.
Hey, check.
Simeon. This will be caught just inside the 10. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
This is taken at the 3. He's going to be stopped here with a penalty marker on the field. I'm not sure what this is about. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Now Joe Mixon. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Joe Mixon with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. He's been having a great game, and that one right there, his best run so far, and it ends with 6 points.
And not only that, in his mind, what is he thinking? Can I get to 200 yards as well? Because he knows he's closing in on it. He may not know the exact number, but the best runners have a feel of what the yardage is that they're compiling, and he knows that he's getting close to that 200-yard mark now.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
the kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Simeon. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. It's been a struggle for him accruing yards in this game passing the football, so there he said, hey, I'm going to try to chuck it deep, but another incompletion.
Has to be a little bit frustrating because of what you just described. It's been a struggle for him here in the second half, hoping for one big shot to get him out of the doldrums.
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Carl Lawson has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Now a carry for Bernard. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. They had 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Watch a slant. Watch a slant. Watch a slant.
3rd down, a shot here for Dalton. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time is run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Here's Kevin Huber now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. 46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. Now it's Crowder. A 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. They're on to the second half now down in Miami. And the Eagles have moved out ahead in that one. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Here's Simeon. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Bell. No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down. 4th quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You got the 1st one for the 2nd one to even matter.
So the penalty certainly helps them out as they come up on 2nd and 5. Now Bell. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
60 Pittsburgh.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
They'll go again with Bell. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. Here's Lachlan Edwards now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now Dalton. They'll set up the screen here to mix him. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Give him 32 on the play. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And that is not a sight they want to see. Joe Mixon very slow to get up. We'll check on his status when we get back. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. And it'll be Dalton again. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They've become a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing. But I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Lead!
50 seconds to Mike.
Here you go, Ken.
Let's put that team on the bus. Check 99.
Check up.
Jet sweep. Boyd with it.
I know you're trying to wring every yard out of a run, but I think 9 yards there is ideal in this situation.
Yeah, now next couple plays, you only need 1 yard. Keep that clock rolling with a lead here in the 4th.
Yeah, and what you're saying is maybe if it takes you 1 or 2 more runs to get the first down, that's extra time, extra plays. Really hurts the team on defense.
57 to Mike.
We own it. We own it. Heavy. Stop.
From the 24, Dalton. He's got the first down inside the 10. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 5-yard line.
They come out here in the I. A line of scrimmage once again, the 5, as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Back to the ground. This time it's Anderson. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
They'll run for it with Anderson. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Rodney Anderson with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times, the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
They'll keep it on the ground. Bell. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. And a look at Bell, who remains down after that play. Appears to have gotten shaken up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside.
Down. 50. Plant.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
6-6. Pull it high.
Watch the screen.
First down, here's the run to Montgomery. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
At the 50-yard line.
Here we go. 8, read. Pilot, 64, weak.
Watch the safety creep.
5.
Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. It was Jordan Evans making the play defensively.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Check 26.
Coaching spell. Snap.
He's got Anderson right side. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Here's Lachlan Edwards now, as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive, that culminating touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him, but don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
Where they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
And nobody leaked. Big play.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 46-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
They'll run it here with Bernard. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Taken down back at the 50-yard line.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Bengals, they continue to keep pace for that first-round bye as they move to 11-1. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for the Jets, it's a tough one to swallow as they drop back to 8-4 on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon